Welcome back to my channel to part 2 of our time in Morocco.
Okay, bon appetit. Okay, so we are definitely up to a very, very late start. We were supposed to start at like 9, but we were super exhausted and we were just like, whatever, we'll go with the flow. So it's like 1:30 p.m. But we're going to Palais, Bahia. I hope I'm saying that in the Jemaa El Fna. And our Riad has been amazing. Like, I don't know what we would do without them because they have literally called taxis for us. They're calling a taxi for us now, and it's like you don't even have to think. And oh yeah, Dwayne, tell them about today, because we brought a steamer with us, and
so we bought a cheap steamer off Amazon. It broke like after 5 seconds of using it, and of course I need to iron clothes, so all my shorts and stuff were wrinkled. Anyways, there's not an iron in the room, so I came down and asked them about, can I get an iron or something like that, and they said don't worry about it, we have a laundry service, and so just give us the clothes and we'll iron them for you. So I just put it in a bag, handed it to the front desk person, and within about 5 to 10 minutes they came back and like 3 pairs of my shorts were ironed.
A1. Like, I can't even compare. Like, we've stayed at Sandals resorts, other places, so I would say our expectations are kind of high sometimes, but they were surpassed like in every freaking way. But yeah, so now we're just sitting down and kind of like relaxing or whatever. I'm gonna actually take some pictures in this area because it's gorgeous. Like, every part of this Riad, there's like some type of other nook and cranny or whatever, and yeah. So it's that way, right? We're like practically pros now, right? At this.
Let's hope so. It's my first time walking this way.
Yeah, so this was actually our first time walking from our Riad to the Ben Slimane area. The Ben Slimane area is basically where all the taxis come and pick you up, and our Riad organized for a taxi to pick us up to take us to Bahia Palace, but we told them that we actually wanted to try walking to the area ourselves because it's only a 6 to 8 minute walk. This time it took us just over 6 minutes to walk there. Super easy and convenient. But it is a maze, so I can understand how you can get lost in here. And our Riad, like I said, already called a taxi, so basically once we arrived in the main area, we just had to look out for the taxi number, and the guy was actually already there waiting for us.
Okay. Wait, that little boy just barked at me. It was so scary because I didn't expect it. And let me smile. It's like, I got her. And now we're like in the square and we're looking for our taxi, and we just have to see the number. Yes.
1842.
Oh yes, and that's it.
So our taxi took us from our Riad to the beautiful Bahia Palace. It was a very short drive. So Bahia Palace was actually built somewhere between 1859 and 1873. It was built by Abu Ahmed, which was a former black slave that rose to power and wealth towards the end of the 19th century. Bahia actually means brilliance. It's hard to believe that this place is that old. I mean, it's so detailed, so gorgeous, so beautiful, and so, just look at the footage. I wish I could have captured the true essence, but it really is beautiful, and it's massive. It has over 150 rooms of gardens and terraces.
90 or 91 degrees. Pretty cool and gorgeous, and I love all of the blues. Like all the different blue textile patterns. Like, I wonder how long it took to make all, like, you know, all the intricate details of all this.
Yeah, writing
You should point me to it. Let's see Dwayne through the gates. Through the gates. I don't think Dwayne realizes, I'm pretty sure that this is part of some type of tour group, and he's over here in line with them. And it's pretty funny. So we just finished Bahia Palace, or Palais de Bahia, and luckily our Riad has given us this lovely map. So we're trying to figure out the city walls and then probably the Jemaa El Fna and go to Henna Art Cafe. So Dwayne, I'm gonna give this to you because actually you're way better at that than I am, in all honesty. We already did the palace, so we're just gonna.
For to see the Jewish, because Nela has more street. Only 5 minutes we have the big street for to see the Jewish market.
Yeah,
and the
I understand.
And the synagogue.
It's okay.
Just,
I know. Thank you. Shukran. If someone tells you there's a shortcut and looks like all these never-ending whoop whoop whoops, if it doesn't look like someplace I can escape quickly and it's not out in the open, I just can't do it. I don't care what country, city. I could be in my neighborhood and I wouldn't do it. So, yeah. Not gonna see that market, the Jewish market, is basically what that means. But we probably will do Jemaa El Fna. So that's one thing. Maybe you should do like a tour guide or something, just in case, because that's the one problem.
So thankfully we were able to read the map that our Riad gave to us and find our way to Jemaa El Fna. It wasn't easy, but we made it.
Yeah, there's probably snake charmers. I think this is it. I'm almost sure it is.
The Jemaa El Fna, as you can see, we finally made it to the area. It is so massive. It's crazy because we came back here at night and it looked completely different and even more packed. But I mean, there's so many stores and there's so many different things. It's easy to get overwhelmed and just caught up. And it's literally like a maze, like everything else. And it just keeps going and going. We stopped at a few stores, got to haggle a bit, but actually we ended up getting lost again, believe it or not. But it was a fun experience, and we actually later in the trip came back with a tour guide, which I actually would recommend because that's how you really can get the full true experience if you really know where you're going.
I'm trying to figure out. So we actually ran into the Ben Youssef, which was on our list of things to do. Not today, but I believe tomorrow morning. So since we actually ran past it, we were like, why not stop? So that's one good thing about getting lost in the Medina.
Ben Youssef Madrasa was actually an Islamic college, and it was founded during the 14th century, which is pretty cool to note. This madrasa was actually one of the largest theological colleges in North Africa. This area that I'm going through right now was actually the madrasa student living quarters, which is so cool to see throughout.
Okay, so I figured I would go ahead and actually talk to you guys because we've been doing a lot of moving around and not anything. I didn't even touch up my makeup, so yeah. We just came back from the market. I did like a quick bake and bake to get ready and switch outfits. And that's another thing, if people are wondering what to wear in Marrakesh, you don't have to be like fully covered or anything of that nature. I just feel like since I'm visiting the area, I might as well like try to be as closely abiding to like normal. I'm in their house is how I feel. But I've been seeing like all sorts of stuff, like short shorts, tank tops, midriffs. I've seen it all, and no one has acted weird or anything about it. So I feel like you don't really have to worry too much unless maybe you're like a single female out here. I'm here with Dwayne, so I don't really feel like I have to worry about it, but mine is more so just out of respect. So if you see I'm fully covered, that's mainly why. But right now we're actually going to go to latitude 31, which is in walking distance to our Riad. And again, amazing to our Riad. I don't even think I showed that footage, but I think I showed us getting lost. We got lost really bad in the Jemaa El Fna or whatever area, and it was like to the point where we couldn't figure it out, and people constantly are coming up to you like, oh, I'll take you, and you shouldn't really do that. Like I've heard stories about that, and even our Riad kind of warned against that, and they seem super nice, but like we're not trying to take no chances because it's like a maze. Like it's so hard. So amazing to our Riad. We called them. We were at the Ben Youssef, and we were like, you know, we're just gonna go back to that area and call them, and maybe they can give us directions on how to get out, because we had the map but we couldn't figure it out. Why did they like come over and just get us? They're like, oh, okay, we'll send someone right away. And they came and got us and walked us back and everything. And I was like, I have no idea what I would do if it weren't for them. Like, either you need like a guide or some type of someone to show you like to get around, because it's like really confusing. But actually, speaking of which, we have, I don't know what time is it. What time is it, Dwayne? You gonna check.
8:35.
Oh, we got a little bit of time. So our reservation's at 9, and apparently it's like a 10 to 15 minute walk. And again, we asked for directions. We didn't even ask for directions.
Yeah, I just went up and said, so we have reservations at latitude 31. Someone will take you. Someone will walk you.
Like, they anticipate every single detail of what you need, and they do it. Like, they like are like hands down the best service. I don't so even yeah, and it's crazy because I've read that through the reviews, but you're always like, oh, okay, and then you don't realize until you get there. So anyways, and I guess I'll do kind of like an outfit thing of what I'm wearing. And really simple, just slacks, some sandals, long sleeve shirt, and a little satchel bag. So hopefully we get some good food, and I'm excited. Okay, like I said, we actually walked to latitude 31 from our Riad. We were escorted by someone from the hotel, or our Riad, I should say. And I just wanted to show you guys what nightlife looks like in the Medina, or at least in our Medina. Medina basically means city area. So this is basically what it is. It's cars, it's motorbikes, it's a lot of action, and it's walking. So you want to make sure you're always on the edge when you're walking, because there's tons of cars and stuff always coming by. So I got the dates and orange blossom. It also comes with a yogurt. Everything comes with a yogurt with it. And then Dwayne got the strawberry fruit juice, which he gave the thumbs up on, and also his yogurt and fruit. I ended up getting yet another drink, and this is the Bora Bora. It is a mocktail, because they don't serve alcohol. I cannot wait to try it.
For your selection, salad is composed with sweet pepper, salt carrot, sweet carrot, zucchini, eggplant, and sweet pumpkin with almond.
Okay, merci. So this is when I became obsessed with couscous. I will tell you, I ate nothing but couscous for the remainder of the trip. So good. Alright, gotta go that way. No, follow me. Okay, we just got back. Have to stop at my favorite spot, the mirror here. And that's just to show what I wore to dinner. Just some slides, a little bag, and we're out. This will end our night in Morocco, but do not fret. We have one last vlog coming up for the rest of our time in Marrakesh, and it's lit. Never let the cause when you are I just wanna go back to being the same. Well, I only wanna make things right before you walk out my life.